You have a morsel of murder?
I do.
All right.
Man.
For most people, convicted quadruple murderer Brian Kohberger is undoubtedly a nightmare. It's hard to think of a more apt term after he brutally and senselessly murdered 4 University of Idaho students in 2022, showed pretty much no contrition. But is Kohberger also a diva?
Wait a minute. Is he good looking, Gina?
No, not good looking. According to the Daily Mail, Kohberger is now apparently a nightmare prison diva.
Really?
Part of his unruly behavior has to do with his thoughts on the bananas offered in prison. We're very banana-heavy content the last few days.
I've had bananas on my mind for a while.
The show is so political.
He's been, Kohberger apparently spent his 31st birthday on Friday at the notorious Idaho Maximum Security Institution. He's been in prison since this summer and wasn't in an especially celebratory mood. The mass killer has found several things to complain about behind bars in the 4 short months since his sentencing this July, filing multiple formal complaints to guards and requesting a transfer to a different part of the prison. Speaking to Chris McDonough, a retired homicide detective who now works for the Cold Case Foundation, the Daily Mail has learned that Kohberger has a bone to pick with the food selection. McDonough says he's been complaining about the type of bananas he's being served. They're not the kind he likes. I'm not sure if that means they have bruises on them and he doesn't like that, or it's a particular type of banana, but he has been complaining about the bananas.
I think you're being a little hard on him, Gina. I just pulled up some pictures. He's a perfectly fine-looking mass murderer.
No, he's not. So that's one morsel.
That's
of
the
murder.
morsel of murder?
No, I have another one.
Oh, okay. I thought that would involve actual murder.
Well, he was a murderer.
He was a murderer. Now he's just complaining about bananas. I want to hear about somebody
He's a murderer
who is
complaining
currently murdering.
Like I said, we've had a lot of banana content on. I thought it was appropriate. How about this one, Bill?
Okay.
So it is a trial going on right now. Brian Walsh, 50, accused of killing his wife Anna. We have talked about this story before, but now that the trial
is he good looking?
No.
Okay. Oh, he is?
No.
Oh,
Not.
okay.
No. Accused of killing his wife Anna sometime on or after New Year's Day 2023 and hiding her remains, which have never been found. Hours after the start of the new year, Brian and Anna went to bed after a quiet night with an old friend in their home in the affluent Boston, Massachusetts suburb. An hour later, Brian got up to clean the kitchen, returned to the bedroom, intending nothing more than to crawl in bed with the wife, the woman he loved. This is from his attorney.
Yeah.
Sensing something was wrong, Brian nudged his wife. She didn't respond. She was just dead, a sudden, unexplained death. And in that alleged moment of shock and disbelief, Brian was panicking and made a fateful decision to hide what happened.
Oh.
Well, sure.
All he could think of was his boys, and I need to hide her body because they will be upset. Boys 2, 4, and 6 years old when their mother disappeared.
Yeah.
What would happen if she were no longer here? Now, he's never said what he did with her, but he's saying, I didn't kill her. Although prosecution...
He says an intruder did it, right?
He's not saying... I mean, he says an unknown person. The prosecution has said, he's doing Google searches such as, can you identify a body with broken teeth? How to saw a body? How to dismember a body?
Oh.
Can you be charged with murder without a body?
I pulled up his picture, Gina, and you're right. He's not good looking. He's goofy. He's a goofy looking murderer.
Not a good looking
goofy
murderer.
Not good looking like that Luigi Mangione.
He has admitted to dismembering her body and disposing of her remains in dumpsters. The contents of the dumpsters were later incinerated. He hasn't said where they were, but he's, because, if you roll over in bed and your wife's dead and you think, oh no, my kids are going to be so upset, I better dismember her.
Yeah, that's what I would think. If I rolled over, she was dead, I'd say, I better cut this person up.
I got to get rid of this immediately.
Yeah.
No word on how he feels about bananas or particular preferences of bananas.
I'm just looking at several pictures of him. His wife was a fine-looking person, but he's a goofball. He just looks like maybe he just did all this as a joke.
You think?
Well, he's kind of goofy looking.
I don't think he's that kind of goofy.
No?
But yeah, so there's two.
It just goes to show you can't really judge a murderer by the way they look. Can you?
I judge everybody.
Well, I know you do.
What's the latest on Luigi? Do we know?
So they're having a hearing today about that evidence and what can be.
They still haven't decided that?
No, it's today, I guess.
Today.
So
Okay.
the backpack with the manifesto and the gun.
Yeah.
Can that be part of?
The evidence.
And today
And a
is
candy bar. There was a candy bar in there.
Today is the year anniversary of the actual murder.
Oh,
It
really?
was a year ago today.
Huh.
So there's a murder on this day.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Our friend Molly Mormon was in New York with her family. She told us this yesterday, and she knows New York pretty well.
Yeah.
And she said they were when they were on the exact part of the street corner where that Luigi Mangione shooting took place. She told her, I think it was her daughter, "Hey, that's where Luigi Mangione. Right here, we're standing right here, where he shot that
Insurance guy.
the CEO of that insurance company." And her daughter was just totally creeped out by it. Oh God, really?
Somebody died, yeah. All right, there's your morsel of murder.
We've also, on a completely separate note, heard from many ER nurses and
Yes.
doctors saying that what was scromiting,
Scromiting.
scream vomiting from marijuana.
That is a real thing.
Apparent lots and and I'm glad we have so many healthcare workers that are listening to the show. It's a thing that if you can have a bad reaction to, and somebody was saying they're the worst patients too because they insist that's not why they're sick. And they're like, no, that's what's happening. You're having marijuana, like an allergy or something. It sounds like.
People react differently. I've just never cared for it. It doesn't make me sick. It just doesn't. It makes me uncomfortable to use cannabis. I don't. It makes me feel weird.
Yeah. More for the rest of us, I guess.
I guess.